Hey, OGL 345. I'm not going to be in on Monday. We're just not meeting very much, are we? Considering we had the holiday and now this. Because I've had COVID for a week. I was diagnosed um, Monday after I left your class. And yeah, it was a rough week. Isolation, quarantine. I'm out now of isolation. My son's out of isolation. He didn't get it, thankfully. He went back to work today. I was able to step outside for the first time today. Not was not a good week, but I survived it. A lot of people haven't, and I'm just gonna, even though ASU's kind of cleared me, I am going to pass on Monday January 31st class. And in lieu of that, I'm going to give you this email. I'm going to give you this, what's it called? A video? What do you kids call this? A video? And I'm going to actually add some, what I call Easter eggs here. Do I have Easter eggs in this? I'm going to add some Easter eggs, which I do for my other two classes online. And that tells me they watched it. They sent it to me, and I give you credit like you were in class. Okay. Um, so hopefully you'll understand that without a problem. So this is my OGL 345 organizational ethics class, and we're starting module 2 on Monday, January 31st, and that'll go to Sunday, February 13th. I hope we're having class on Valentine's Day, otherwise we're going to miss another one. I think we are. Um, so it's a 2-week module, and obviously this class only meets once a week for an hour and 15 minutes. As a hybrid, you're doing the overwhelming majority of the work on your own anyways. So what I'm going to do here more or less is just do an overhaul. I'm not doing an hour and 15-minute video. Hell no. And we'll go from there. Okay. I've got a couple, I'm going to attach a couple of links that I was going to show you in class just because I find them interesting, even though they're not part of that ethics writer that I talked to you about last week, I believe, right? Didn't we have this last Monday? It's just all a blur right now. Yeah. So there's an article from New York Times, cash aid to poor mothers increases brain activity in babies, study finds. This research could have policy implications as President Biden pushes to revive his proposal to expand the child tax credit. It's an interesting ethical, moral, societal issue. What if this is true for whatever reason they determine in terms of science, that offering a $300 cash assistance stipend will in the long run help us in our society to be educated, right? Which again, we're paying, when you're an adult out in the working place, you're paying taxes on schools. You don't have that many kids. You're paying educational taxes. You're paying taxes for the roads, even if you don't drive, because we're all in this together as a society. Okay. So it's an interesting article that raises some interesting points. The other article that I was going to mention is, I wanted to talk about this in class, but I lied about my degree to get a job. How do I come clean? This is not even the ethics guy. This is just like social cues from New York Times. I think all of us would probably say, you're fired. You can't lie about having a degree that you didn't have. Extenuating circumstances, aren't there always? Um, but it's an interesting take, and I don't know if I support the author here, the one giving the advice, but it's something that I'll tell you what, if you can give me your opinion about this when I see you again next Monday, I'd appreciate it. I'm going to put it in my notes to ask you what you think about this one in particular, because if you support it, then maybe you're going to take off early, right? And not even worry about your degree if you think you can go ahead with it. All right. Did I tell you I'm watching USA Canada? I think I told that to the other class. I can't remember. All right. So back to module 2. So reading chapter 2 in our big book, chapter 2, laying a foundation. I get this. fear, okay? I got to tell you, I hate to say it. Again, I have a fear. You ever drive away and think you left the iron on the stove on, something on, you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, left my phone somewhere. No, it's like this, okay? I get the video and I'm like, okay, chapter 2, laying a foundation. And I have my stomach drops thinking, oh my God, am I talking about the correct class? So I apologize. Also, COVID brain is a real thing. This is us, right? Managing Business Ethics, OGL 345. I meet on Mondays, noon to 1:15. I won't be there tomorrow. Thank you, and let's proceed. Chapter 2, laying a foundation. It's about 20 pages long with a case study on Dick's Sporting Goods. Case study talks about Dick's Sporting Goods' choice to eliminate gun sales, I believe. And it's an interesting one, and one that I wanted to talk to you about also. And so maybe we'll get a chance to talk about that on February 6th or 7th. 7th. All right, there's a podcast. The second podcast, about 17 and a half minutes, Adidas Reckons with Race. Listen to that too. These are good things. These are really good. And this is part of your obligation as a mostly online student for this class. Then there's a chapter 2 quiz, 50 points. Again, there are 10 questions that are like multiple choice, and there's 10 scenario questions too. All right, that's due on the 11th. And then the reflection 2 is due on the 13th, but I have to make the instructions for that one. I wanted to wait till I made sure I reread everything clearly to try to decide what's a good reflection paper there. So your concern, I guess, would be this week, make sure that you, wait, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to say Easter egg number 1. Okay, Easter egg number 1 is do the work. All right, I'm going to type that in here. So you're going to email me this so I can make sure you came to class that way. EA number 1, do the work. All right, and that means, of course, you can't just sit back and I'm just going to do the assignment when it comes up, and then I'll read. No, try not to do that. You'll get out of it what you put into it, blah, blah, blah. All right, so this week you want to focus on reading chapter 2, okay, and listen to the podcast, and then taking the quiz by Saturday, right? By Saturday midnight, the 4th. Well, let me double check. The 4th might be Friday. The 4th, no, yes, Friday. 4th is Friday. Do the quiz by Friday the 4th. All right, and then you can start on chapter 3 for next week. We'll meet next Monday. We'll talk about some of these things, chapter 2 and stuff. Then chapter 3, you want to get it next week. I'll talk to you about it. But in the meantime, prepare yourself. Do it all now if you want. Why good people do bad things, okay? We talked a little bit about that in class first week, I think, when I told you how I got fired from my only job I ever got fired from. I consider myself a good person. I did some bad things, apparently. It happens. 15 pages only. Okay, then there's a podcast of 20 minutes about businesses tell insurance companies pay up. Read that one too, okay? And then you got the chapter 3 quiz, another 50 points. Then, of course, the reflection, which I should talk to you more about next Monday. I don't think anybody's going to be itching to start it before then. If you are, let me know, okay? Let's do an Easter egg number 2 and call it, let's see, Easter egg number 2. I'm going to make it a really tough one, and I'm going to say forks up. Okay, that's Easter egg number 2. Normally I do 3. Boy, I couldn't have filled an hour and 15-minute class with that material that I've just done in 9 minutes. Oh my God. All right. But yeah, I want to talk to you about those articles and stuff. But I will, like I said, give you credit for being in class if you send me all of the Easter eggs. Okay. So what else is new? Let's just sit here for a while. No. So in terms of the book so far, what we read last time, we talked about chapter 1, understanding business ethics. You all sent me nice papers about what ethics meant to you. I kind of made that up and wanted to see where you're at in terms of a baseline, get some ideas in that. You did a great job there. In terms of formatting, again, I want to be sure that you understand that as a college class and having writing, we're expected to have some standards. Those standards are spelling and grammar, appropriate, as well as a format type. I choose APA, I choose Times New Roman, 12-point font, double line spacing on a Word doc, no extra colors, okay? No highlighting, no cover page, no abstract. Yes, works cited and a matching works cited list. Okay, if you have any questions about how to do that, let me know, but it's there. It's Purdue OWL. Like I said, I taught myself when I was already old, so I know you can teach yourself as well. If you have any questions on formatting, let me know. If you care about your paper and your score, you'll just do it correctly because it's a second nature to you to do that, right? Otherwise, let me see what else I can do here. Let me type formatting here, and let me do, let's see. So we met last Monday. Let me take a quick look at your grade list. I mean, I have an hour and 15 minutes with you, so going to 15 minutes ain't gonna hurt anybody. Ain't gonna hurt anybody. All right, so this is OGL 345. Don't scare me now. There's 343. Here's 345. Do I have the right one? Yes, I do. Reflection 2, yes. Details. Instructions for this short essay will be revealed in class. Whatever. It's whatever it is. I'll figure it out. I want to make it a good one. All right. And as I said, too, I reminded people if you see any real life organizational ethics issues that pop up, you should feel free to send me the link so we can discuss, okay? So looking at the papers with 50 points for the reflection 1, looks pretty darn good. Let's see. Reflection 1, that looks good. Okay. And now we have chapter 2 quiz, 50 points. Chapter 3 quiz, 50 points. Reflection 2, 50 points. And audience participation, no, attendance participation is your 10 points. So again, all the modules are about 160 points, 50, 50, 50, and 10. All right. It's not really rocket science there. So you need to participate, you need to do a good job. Okay. I am holding students to a higher standard. It's easier to tell you this right now than it is when I'm standing in front of you and you can throw stuff at me. But I am holding you to high standards of work, okay? And that's why I'm saving this reflection so I can really make it rigorous, okay? You can't wait till the last day to do these things. These reflections represent 2-week modules. They don't represent, I'm getting up Sunday and writing a reflection. They don't represent that, okay? So the grades are going to work accordingly. If I have a minimum of 400 words, okay, just FYI. So let me ask you a philosophical question. Consider this. If you like to get A's in class and work hard to get A's in your classes, what do you think about people who do the minimal amount of work? Should they get an A in the class? Or because they did the minimal amount of work, they get a C because they're just right there. They're fine. They just want to do the minimum, right? Because it's an A for superior work. A does not say I met the minimums. Consider that philosophically. A lot of people won't tell you that. They give you a rubric and they say, check all this off and you get an A. No, you won't. If you check it all off my book, you get a C. Okay? I want to see those people who earn A's. They've earned the A because they deserve the A. They have stepped up. They have done it. Okay? It's only fair and it's fine because if you want to skate by with a C, by all means, have at it. Do the minimum. You'll get a C. No big deal. You're not failing the class. You're getting your credits, right? You do a little better, you're getting a B. That's great. It's above average, right? A is superior work. And in this class, if I am going to be thinking ahead, I believe that it's, oh, good. It's no pluses and minuses. Thank goodness. I thought I had those in this one by mistake. All right. So I think we're just about 15 minutes. Let's call, let's say Easter egg number 3 is academic rigor. Academic rigor. Use it, don't abuse it. I will see you Monday. Some of you I'll see Wednesday. I'm coming back Wednesday for diversity, and I'll come back for social orgs in the morning. But other than that, I'll see you all next Monday. Please be safe. Please be healthy. Forks up. Peace.